Good morning. So, today I'm going to talk about fear of success. Now, I know that sounds really bizarre because we have a very strong fear of failure often, but actually, we can have a fear of success. And why am I sharing this? Because I'm going through a bit of that at the moment. So, my book has been beyond extraordinary. Not my book, but the response has been extraordinary. Although people are saying it's extraordinary, but I think what's been really interesting, I found out this week that my book is gone in all major bookstores worldwide, which is just quite staggering for me. And I find that really amazing, but also quite frightening in a way, because I'm stepping up to this new person of like being a best-selling author and all the accolade that brings you. And I think it's really interesting how we can aspire to have these things, and when we have them it's like a bit of a shock. And I'm just so aware, I love coaching leaders to help them unpick those stories from childhood that can absolutely block them. But I'm still unpacking picking one of mine, and pretty much pulled it out, but every so often it pops up like these occasions. So my story from childhood was my mother's used to reward me for staying quiet in church, and rewarded me for staying quiet per se, and stop fidgeting and sitting still. Well, I have ADHD, so as a child that was pretty tough. So I literally remember sitting in church at my age about 6, literally sitting on my hands, literally in because I knew that if I had my hands out, I'd be kind of fiddling and moving and stuff like that. So I literally had to sit on my hands. Now, luckily, because I was sitting in a pew, I could swing my legs a bit because there was space. But my mother kept telling me to like stay quiet, stay small, don't stop. Sit quietly. And so I think looking back on it, no wonder I found that a challenge. And then she used to reward me for staying quiet in church. So as a child, I made up this story. Well, if I'm rewarded for staying quiet, I'll be punished if I'm not quiet. So I've had loads of all the years kind of coaching and so forth. I will always have a coach. I've got 3 coaches at the moment for various aspects of my business. I think it's unethical for a coach not to have their own coach, but that's my view. So I think the most important thing is that we unpick these stories. And so why I'm sharing this is because, yes, I'm really excited. Yes, I'm sharing it. Yes, I'm just like, whoa, this is just amazing. Not so much for my book, but for the fact that my book is out there to share as many people as I can. And I've had on my vision board for a very long time, writing a book and having an impact globally with my book. But I kind of didn't expect it quite to happen. And so it is happening. So I think it's just really amazing. Oh, hi, Mel. Lovely to see you. So I'm just sharing that because have a think about when you have aspired for something and when it happens, it's a bit of a shock. But that's probably all because we have these stories from childhood. So have a think about what your stories are. I'm always happy to have a conversation because we all have these stories. Classically, I work with lots of leaders who find it really difficult speaking up in the boardroom. We always find a story. It's not painful, but we find one story where they can remember the time, what it felt like, how they felt, what they were wearing, a really vivid experience. And sometimes it's something simple as they put their hand up in a maths class, age 6, and the teacher told them, put your hand down, give somebody else a chance. Or, you should know that by now. And that set that belief, I won't speak up. Lovely to see you too, Mel. I won't speak up. So therefore, in the boredom, no wonder they don't want to speak up. But then it's so amazing. We have these conversations, and honestly, it transforms their life. I've had directors who suddenly got headhunted. I've had directors that have been wanting promotion for many years, and suddenly they're right on the board after years of waiting just because they're showing up differently. So if you're ready to have one of those conversations, let's have a conversation because we have those stories. And the great news is, as I say, it's not painful to find them. When we're ready, it will pop up and it will be, oh, wow, I can't believe that happened. And I can't believe that why I behave like this now just because of something 30, 40 years ago. So let's have a conversation, and you have all the courage to be yourself. So let's do this, and I'll speak to you tomorrow. Take care. Bye.